is only war.
What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. We got a battle report for you today at an RTT. We wound up going 2 and 3 with a super fun Soulforged Warpack list. So if you guys knew the channel, we were #1 Chaos Space Marine player in the world last year. This year we're really focused on Death Guard. The year before that we were Grey Knights, so we actually happened to play Grey Knights in our first game in this RTT. But we do these all the time: battle reports, RTT videos, grand tournament videos. If you guys are new to the channel, you'll see a bunch of videos in the past that you guys can click on and kind of see what we did. It goes over picture by picture, turn by turn, what we could do good, what we could have done better, and kind of things that we would change about the list. So it's going to be a 3-part series. Each game that we're going to be going over, we're going to go over the list, and we're going to go over our opponent's list and kind of see, you know, what we would have been kind of focused on winning that game. But we wound up going 2 and 3, which is still fun. Probably never going to run this list the same way. There's definitely a lot of tweaks I would do at the end after game 3. But we're going to go over each video specifically, the first one being Grey Knights, the second one being Dark Angels, and the third one also being Dark Angels with the new Lions attachment coming out. Everybody wanted to run it. If you guys are Patreons, you get all these videos ahead of time on patreon.com. You get your own Patreon link on Discord, so that way you get to message us specifically in the Patreon tab. And also, if you guys are interested in the coaching, you join the Dirtbag Nation. You get one of us in your corner to ask any questions, bounce ideas off of, stuff like that. And if you're really getting into the serious competitive 40k, there's the Grandmaster tier, where you can message me one-on-one and we go over calls once a month about a GT that you have coming up or battle reports that you guys are doing. That's basically what the Grandmaster tier is all about. But guys, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for supporting me. Let's get into the list and then we'll go over each game. Alright guys, if you want to support the channel, head over to the merch store. The description below has the link. All these shirts are up for sale. These legit red, white, and blue shirts look fire at a GT. They're super comfortable, super non-shrinkage. It's just a really, really nice shirt. Spent a lot of time picking out the right shirt. All these designs are up for sale. All the stickers as well. And if you guys need some models, we got the Cypher, which is legit. We got the Tech Marine with Grey Knight bits. We have the Phobos Librarian, the Phobos Captain, the Kaldis Assassin should be in every list, and old school Codiez. We have the widgets, 6-inch, 3-inch, 1-inch, 2-inch, half-inch. We have our objective markers, which are great for sticky objectives, any marking for oath, anything like that, and all of the stickers. So hit me up on Discord, DM, that's how you get a hold of these, and the merch tab below for the shirts. Now back to the video. Alright guys, so the list, this was voted on by the Patreons, by the way. So we posted a bunch of lists that we really wanted to run at fun. Usually RTTs are for fun for us because our meta is just insane. It would just be a Shark Tank. It wouldn't really invite new players to play at these RTTs if every single top player there just ran like the most busted lists. So a lot of the top guys at these tournaments run really fun lists. But they play competitively, so they run like Night Lords, right, or shit like that. I'm running Soulforged Warpack, which I've only run once before this tournament, and we're actually bringing a Lord of Skulls. So that's the kind of list that you'll see at these top players, you know, that are running. So it's usually not their main army. If you are practicing for a GT prior to this, like there's a Lone Star Open coming up, there's Nova coming up, so if you have that GT coming up, it's always good to run your tournament list to practice 3 games in a day. But there's nothing really coming up for us. The points nerf or the update sheet for Space Marines kind of just landed. Dark Angels just came out, so there was a lot of like different stuff people wanted to try. So that's kind of what this RTT was about. But the list that we're running, I'll link it in the description below, but it's Cypher. He should be in every Chaos Space Marine list. We are selling the Cypher model. If you guys are interested, it's a really, really sick model. And then we have Vastor, because Vastor I think is insane now for the Space Marines. Him making Forge Fiends strength 12 is kind of dumb, and with Soulforged +1 to wound, so you're strength 12 +1 to wound, and you're winning almost everything in the game on 2s now because Knights are T11. And Vastor has Lone Op, which is just dumb. It's what he needed, honestly. Like without him having Lone Op, I don't think he still would be an auto include. But him getting the Demon Prince thing where you're loading up within 3 inches of a vehicle, a demon vehicle. Then we have the Warpsmith. This Warpsmith has a tempting addendum. So that's the full rerolls to hit within 3 inches of them every time they do a Dark Pact. So he is like the key of the list. He has a long base, so you kind of like spread him out, twist him sideways, so that way everybody can try and get within 3 inches. You're not going to get everybody within 3 inches, but the ones that you really care about the most, which are the Forge Fiends or the Lord of Skulls, those are going to be the ones that are going to get the full rerolls. 3 cultist mobs because we need some action monkeys. So we have 3 10-man cultist mobs. 2 of them usually start on the table and 1 in reserves in case I had to walk in and do an action. Then we had Vindicator. You can spend 1 CP to make him a demon engine, so that way he can proc the full rerolls to hit. But every game, most of the time, we walked him in from reserve because having a Vindicator walk in from reserve was +1. I guess +1 to wound doesn't work on the demons, so he wouldn't get it. But still, him coming in from the table edge, just us, hey, surprise, here's a Vindicator, is always clutch. And then we have 2 Soulforged or Forge Fiends. These are the guns. These are the guys that are gonna have the strength 12 because of Astor, and then full rerolls to hit with blast is just nuts. Hellbrute is there because anytime they crit on 6s, they're gonna get lethal and sustain with the Dark Pacts, and then +1 to wound at the same time. So I was testing a skull with my last list, and I took the skull out for Blue Horus, so just to have some more action monkeys, and they have infiltrate, so it keeps your demon engines somewhat safe for turn 1, maybe turn 2, because they can start forward, get your turn 1 secondaries going, and then kind of run forward if you need them to just kind of screen out your opponent, which came into play a little bit. But Hellbrute was there, really good. I put him with 2 Flamers and 2 Hellbrute Fists. In this attachment, he'll get, I think, 5 base, +2 for having 2 close combat weapons, and then +2 for being in Soulforge. So he'll get basically 9 attacks in combat. You can let him hit on 2s if you happen to hit him with your Warpsmith before he gets into combat. So he's kind of a beat stick. 3 damage, fists, and then 2 flamers, 2 heavy flamers, in case you need to get some, elves that are trying to charge you or something. Then we have the Lord of Skulls, 450 points. I'm trying the Skull Hurler and the Storm Cannon, the Gore Storm Cannon. The reason I picked one of these 2, people don't usually pick because it's only 3 damage. But my process was I get 4 rerolls to hit, and it's +2 strength. So you go from strength 10 to strength 12. It's D6 +3 blast. So it's better than just D6 shots, right, for the D6 +2 damage or whatever. So I'm going more for like the shot output and the +1 to wound and the 3 damage. And there's a strat that you can get +1 AP as well. So that's kind of why I chose these ones in Soulforge specifically with Vastor +2 strength. That's kind of why I chose these weapons on him. And he's insane. Like, he soaks up a ton of shots, being toughness 13. And you can heal him as well. Then Venom Krullos in Soulforge is just so good. 12 shots. A lot of people don't know that they have 2 guns on them, which are 6 shots each. A lot of comments below are going to be like, oh my god, I thought they only had 6 shots. No, they have 12 shots each. So if you bring 3 of them, that's 36 shots, hitting on 3s, full rerolls to hit. You could go AP1, AP2 on one of them, but it's 2 damage, 36 in its range, and +1 to wound. Strength 8, I'm sorry. Wow, strength 8 because of fucking Vastor. They're nuts. So 2 of them. And then we have, like I said, the Blue Horrors for some action monkeys and turn 1 secondaries with infiltrate. But that is the list, guys. It's actually a pretty competitive list. The only thing, like, changes, which is taking out the Lord of Skulls for other vehicles, right? But this is a very good list if you want to bring the Lord of Skulls with Vastor, with Soulforge, and that. So definitely test this out because it was really fun. So let's get into the games right now. Alright guys, so this is the first game. This is kind of what everything looked like. I went ham and painted as much as I could prior to the tournament so we can get points for painting. Just in case we did go 3-0, then we can kind of get some points, because they do give really good prize support at Alternate Universes in Blue Belt, Pennsylvania. They do once a game, once an RTT, once a month. So if you guys want to check that out, it's in Pennsylvania. A lot of good competition, really, and that's kind of like my main store. But that's where we play every single month, and the guys there are phenomenal. Coaches are great, refs are great. It's just a good time. So this is what we got going on. We got the Lord of Skulls with the Vastor. We got the Night Lord's theme. We have the Tech Priest with the enhancement. We have two Forge Fiends, two Venom Crawlers, the Blue Scribes, Cypher, Vindicator, Hellbrute, and then 30 Cultists, kind of just all over the place. Yeah, and then we're going into Grey Knights. So this is a good buddy. He's been another Patreon, but he's been playing here for a little bit, and he's been running the Grey Knights and I think Votan. But he's running the Warpbane Task Force. So he really is just running WYSIWYG. So he's running the Gatlin silencers instead of flamers. He's got 2 flamers, 2 Gatlin silencers, 2 of the Razorbacks that when the guys get out, if they shoot at something, they get full rerolls to wound, I believe, into them. So full rerolls to full rerolls to wound. Good combo. Just not my favorite in Grey Knights right now. But he's also got a bunch of the Purifiers. So I think the white shields of the Purifiers. He's got the Calidus Assassin. He's got Interceptor, Purgation Squad, Strike Squad, 2 Grandmasters, which are these bases, and then 2 of the regular Dread Knights, which are those bases. And this is our deployment. This is Scorched Earth. So game 1 was Scorched Earth. Pretty simple one to master. You're really focused on getting 10 points each, and that's it. So you don't have to fight and kill yourself over getting 3 primary score unless you're really trying to focus on burning one of the objectives. So that's really my suggestion, is like anytime you play Scorched Earth, you want to try and burn an objective that you don't really care about until like turn 5. Then you really want to try and burn your opponent's objective. So you're either going to burn 2 in No Man's Land or your opponent's objective to try and max out 50 points. So our deployment is diagonal, so straight across right here, straight across right there. He puts all of his guys on the table over here. Strikes right there, strikes back there, Razorback with the Interceptors, Razorback, what are they called? The Purifiers back here. And Grey Knights happen to go first, but for us, we put the Infiltrators up because there's not really a lot to threaten them, just being right there. On turn 1, they're going to get Area Denial, Cleanse, Secure No Man's Land. Like, they're getting a lot of stuff on turn 1 just by being there. And then if he gets Tempting Target and he picks this target, that's going to be really hard to get. So we're kind of giving up on Tempting Target in this deployment. But we have our 10-man screening out back here. We have Vastor, who's lone op right in the center. Forge Fiend, Venom Crawler, Lord of Skulls right on the line, so that way he can move up to the center and kind of, once he toes this centerpiece, he can see through it. It's true line of sight at that point because of towering. We have another 10-man right there. The other 10-man is in reserves, and the Vindicator also is in reserves. Tech Priest right there. Cypher is somewhere in here. He's usually in the center, so that way he's probably like right there, so we can run out to the center and just put Vect out. But yeah, the blue horrors do a lot of work on turn 1. So Grey Knights get turn 1. He moves up on this side of the table. He gets Assassinate and Secured No Man's Land, which he didn't really want to commit anything in the center. So he didn't put anything in the center. This was after his turn 2, I believe. Yeah, so he doesn't commit anything in the center to get Secured No Man's Land. He does come down here, though, and get on there. And then Assassinate, obviously, you couldn't really do on turn 1. So for us, our turn 1, we get a Tempting Target, called it, which we couldn't do. Call the Horde, he couldn't give, and then Establish Locust. So we stayed behind the thing here and established with the blue scribes, or blue horrors. Tempting Target was obviously the one down here, so we couldn't get that one. And then that was it. So it was a really quick turn 1. Basically, he got 2 points for Secure No Man's Land. I got 2 points for Established Locust, and then we passed turn. I couldn't shoot at anything from him, so I moved up everything as much as I could. And then on his turn 2, he gets Cleanse and Marked for Death, and then he ditches Marked for Death for a Tempting Target. So both I picked like Mark for Death were like the Cultist, the Hellbrute, and maybe Vastor or something. Like I picked 3 that he almost couldn't kill. And then Tempting Target, obviously I picked the one up here. So for him, he brought his guys down over here, right here, which I think he rapided them. And then he made a charge onto my Venom Crawler, which once the Venom Crawler fought back, he killed all of them, and he wasn't able to steal the objective from me. He was trying to get tempting target, but he charged his guys in, couldn't kill me, didn't do enough to me, and then I clapped back with the Venom Crawler and kept the point on there. Then the big guy walked up and shot down the line. I think we took this one Dread Knight down to 2 wounds. So from all the shooting, this is what was left. We have this unit right here that the Forge Fiends kind of cleaned up. The Vindicator came in down south. Yeah, I was 9 inches away from everybody down here. So I had Bring It Down, which I was trying to kill. So Bring It Down was taken out by, I think, the Vindicator into this one, and I didn't kill it. Yeah, I took that one down to 2, and I took that one down to 2. So I didn't get Bring It Down that turn, but I did whittle them down a lot with their Dread Knights. I killed this whole squad of strikes in the center. I killed all but one guys right here. He has guys lined up back there. 2 Dreads that are still in the back that I can't shoot. And then he's got some guys in the tank over here. The Assassin is just waiting over here because I couldn't get to her, or I couldn't shoot reliably into her, which was... I didn't want to shoot the fucking Vanquisher cannon at her. Like, there was no point. I didn't have Assassinate, so I'd rather try and kill the tanks down here. And then I'm basically just shooting down the line. So the Vindicator or the Venom Crawler is shooting down this way. The Lord of Skulls is shooting down this way. These guys are clearing out this unit. The other Forge Fiend shot straight this way and cleared out 4 of these guys. So I'm just trying to chip off at his infantry because I know that the Dread Knights are whittled down enough that if he moves one of them, I could just try and overwatch with the full rerolls to hit. So this is what I was talking about right here. He's turned sideways, so he has the big guy in 3 inches and then this guy within 3 inches. So if either one of these guys choose to overwatch, you get full rerolls to hit, Dark Pact, +1 to wound with the overwatch. And this one's within 6 of the Hellbrute. So the Hellbrute's tied within 6 of this guy. He's within 3. So this guy is getting lethal and sustain with the full rerolls to hit on an overwatch, or in general. Like, it's kind of dumb. And then he's within 6 inches of Vastor, so he's strength 12. So just a lot of like auras in this army that you have to kind of keep up with. But yeah, that's what we did. So then obviously his big target right now is the dude down here, which obviously he dies because everything's looking at him. But on his turn 3, we're getting 10 each turn for Scorched Earth because that's pretty easy. I'm holding this one, he's holding this one. He gets Sabotage and Overwhelming Force, so he's got to try and kill units on objectives, which I don't really give him a ton of. But this guy's not dead. I think he's down to 3 wounds. That's from... it might be 13 wounds. Yeah, this is what I was saying. So these guys came down up here. They made the charge. They failed the charge, but they made the charge. They didn't kill these guys. And then we clapped back and killed them on the clapback. This guy's down to 2 wounds because I hurt myself a lot every time I fail my Dark Pact. It's D3 +1 wounds every time you fail the Dark Pact because of the full rolls to hit with this guy. He's got his Dread Knight with 2 wounds over here. The other Dread Knight got overwatched over here from, I believe, this guy. So once he overwatched, I killed him on the overwatch. So we killed one with overwatch. The other one was able to move up. This guy scooches up, shoots everything into the Vindicator down here. These two, again, Vindicator, this guy Vindicator. So Vindicator died pretty easily. And then he's kind of trying to screen out the backfield back here. The Assassin got picked up and brought back down over there. And that was the end of his turn. So he got the Overwhelming Force for 3 and then Sabotage for 3. For us, we had a pretty good turn 3. We kept bringing down because we got that in his turn. So I was waiting for the Overwatch. So once he procced the Overwatch, I tried to do 2 wounds to him, which I did, which got me the 4 points in his turn. And then we were still able to get 2 more secondaries, which is great. So we got Defend Stronghold, which is pretty much an easy 3 right now because we have this whole backfield screened out. And then Overwhelming Force. So he's got a bunch of guys on objectives now. He's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units on objectives. So Overwhelming Force is going to be pretty easy this turn. So what we really aim at, like if we're looking at the board state right now, we have a lot of options we can choose from. The Forge Fiend can come down here, blow up the tank, or shoot the guys. The guys don't really scare me that much. They're only strength 8. But the tanks definitely scare me. The Dread Knights obviously scare me, so if I can finish off one more Dread Knight, we can clear these 2 units up here. So the goal, if we clear these 2 units, the Dread Knight, and then start whittling down this tank or blowing this tank up, that's going to be the goal. So we have Forge Fiend going this way, Forge Fiend going that way, the big guy, Lord of Skulls, killing everything over here, Venom Crawler killing this guy, same with Vastor AP2 Flamer, anti-vehicle 4+, pretty fucking good. And this is basically where we end up. I think Vastor saved this guy to charge. He said, fuck it, I'm just going to charge him and try and kill him that way, which he does. These guys are still stuck in combat, these 3, because we still have the point. I think he's way more OPSEC than these 3 guys. So we don't have to worry about losing the point here. He only wins me on 6s in combat. The Blue Horrors move up, charge, pile in, tag this Dread. This is the Grandmaster Dread. Grandmaster Dread cannot fall back and shoot or do anything, so I know tying him up in combat is the way to mess up Dread Knights. Obviously, if you know that going into it, that's really what you're trying to do with trash. So it's like, hey, here's Blue Horse, go have fun. And then down here we killed one of the tanks, left this unit on 1. This tank is on, it looks like 9? No, 6? Might be on 6 wounds, 7 wounds there. This solo guy there, assassin, strikes, Grandmaster, and that's basically it. So now we're kind of like really pushing forward into his deployment zone. He's kind of tied up in combat everywhere. So then after this, he swings back. We make the charge here. I tried to charge in, do a tank shock, and then pile into this guy and kill this guy, but I didn't kill him on the tank shock, so we had to just kind of sit there in combat. And this was the epic challenge in the center, because his 1 Grandmaster went from back here up to here. And when he charged into the Blue Horrors, I think I countercharged with Vastor. So now this is just an epic challenge right in the center with Grandmaster and Vastor. But he's a nice guy, and he let me take that back, because he would one-shot Vastor instantly. So that was just a dumb trade by me. So I didn't have to countercharge. He's like, oh, well, I have full rerolls to hit, wound, and damage against monsters and vehicles. I was like, right, that would be smart not to charge you. He's like, yeah. So then he let me take that back, which was a funny moment. So charged in. He's like, oh, you sure? I got this, and I was like, you're right, I don't want to do that. So then he let me take it back, and then I took it back, and this is kind of what happened here. So he swings and kills a bunch of the Blue Horrors, but there's still 2 left, or sorry, there's 1 left, keeping him in combat. Cypher's still doing his thing. This guy finished off with the sweep attack against those Grey Knights. Strikes are in the back here. Grandmaster came up and then came back down over here. These guys cleared off the Venom Crawler pretty easily. And I still have 2 Forge Fiends kind of looking this way right now. So after this turn, we're going into turn 4 now, which we finally get assassinated, which was this center guy right here, and marked for death. I think he chose this guy, strikes, and the assassin. So we kept marked for death because that means he can't go up for Grey Knights. If you go up off the board, it counts for mark for death. So we kept mark for death, just kind of be annoying, and everything else is now pushing forward. Hellbrood's coming out. Forge Fiends are moving up. Vastor did finish off the Grandmaster in combat. Lord of Skulls moving up because he can go through the wall if needed. He fails that charge. So on my turn 5, I don't have to clear anything in his backfield, because on turn 5 we get mark for death, which we score. We get cleanse for 5 because we can cleanse, and then on storm hostile objective we storm hostile objective for 4. Because I think, who can we get? Yeah, I think we could have just kind of moved up on this objective and stole the objective from the assassin that was on the objective right there. So final game. This is the end score. We got 90 to 69, auto win by the Grey Knights, but 90, 69 Grey Knights. Grey Knights went first. He got 10, 10, 10, 10. So like I said, Scorched Earth, pretty easy to get 10 every single turn. Finished up with 40 out of 50. Couldn't burn any of them. And then for the secondaries, that's where kind of it fell off. 19 out of 40 for a secondary game. Mark for Death, he didn't get any. Tempting Target, he couldn't get any. Assassinate turn 1, he couldn't get any. 6, 6, 5. And then turn 5, when there really wasn't anything left, he couldn't get Area Denial because I had a lot of big guys in the center. Engaged on fronts, which he probably could have got 1 or 2 there, but I think he got rid of that one for recover assets, which then again he couldn't do. So I don't think there was anything left on the table besides the strikes in the backfield and the assassin, and that was it. And then for us, we finished up with 10, 10, 10, 15 because we burnt one of the objectives. We couldn't get to the back, his home field objective. And then we had a 2, or 35 out of 40 for secondary. We had 2, 2, huge turn 3 because that 4 was technically on turn 2. 5, and then 14 again because that Mark for Death was on his turn, with maybe an Overwatch again or something. Or I think in combat we could have killed him that way. But yeah, and then we got 10 points obviously for painting. So 90 out of 69. Finished up a game. Great game. The only thing we would really change in this is deployment. We went over with him in the beginning is when you're deploying your strikes, a lot of the Grandmasters or Grey Knight guys on Patreons, we go over strikes pretty aggressively, like especially with the diagonal deployment. Like you're going to be deploying them basically right here, so that way on turn 1 you can just scout move 6 inches up to here, or you can scout move 6 inches back this way. You have 2 units of strikes usually in most lists, so the one aggressive unit is going to be like right there, which if you have turn 1 you can scout forward, so that way you can get Area Denial or Cleanse or Locust, anything that you need to do in the center. And then the other strike could be over here doing the same thing. So they can start on the other side of this wall. If you get turn 1, you scout forward. If you get turn 2, you just stay behind the wall. Or you do the same thing like here. So you're going to scout move up this way. And if you have turn 1, you're going to keep one guy on the objective right here. So one guy on the objective. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. That way you just move up 6 inches and you can get to the center for Area Denial or Cleanse or something. But that way you make the backfield sticky. If you go first, sticky, and then you can basically move them, like advance them over to here if you don't get any turn 1 secondaries that you really need to be in the center. That's what the strikes are doing. So on his deployment, he put the strikes back here and then the other one right there. So they're not really doing anything for deployment on turn 1 for secondaries. So the other option, you could just put them right on the other side of this wall, so that way if you do go first, you just got to move 6 inches up here, can't really be shot. And if you go second, you can just keep them right there, or just kind of tag this objective just to make it sticky. So, but yeah, you have 2 of them for a reason. One of them is going to deploy aggressively, the other one's going to deploy defensively. You don't need to screen out turn 1. There's no uppy downing unless you're playing against Grey Knights or playing against something that can come in rapid turn 1, which there's not a lot of stuff that can do that. Uppy downing stuff, yes, but you can also use like your Dread Knights or something in the back to screen out. At least for turn 1. Assassin, you're always going to start 7 inches away from your top objective, so the assassin can be right on the other side of this wall, so that way the assassin can just scooch up 7 inches and do a cleanse on turn 1, so that way she is able to do something on turn 1 secondaries. Then for us, we basically had the same thing. We wanted to get out there with the blue horror, so cleanse. Vashdor can move up here and cleanse there. This guy, or the Venom Crawler, 12 inches could cleanse there while they cleanse the center. So I'm doing the same thing where I'm trying to set up for turn 1 secondaries, and that way you're golden, so that way no matter what on turn 1 you should be able to score points. Obviously if you get marked for death, or I mean the one where they pick the objective in No Man's Land, obviously you can't really hope to get that one every single time. Like if I would have put the blue horrors there, I can get any 3 of these turn 1, but I'm like, I don't want to lose out on going second and him being able to just advance and shoot the blue horse turn 1, and then I lose them on first turn. So that's why I didn't deploy them so aggressively. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. Leave it in the comments below what you liked, didn't like, how we can improve on the channel, and more videos like these are coming up all the time. If you guys want, check out the merch store. awesome shit in the merch store. I got to update the video. I had an idea from this other channel I watched. It was like almost like an infomercial, but for like guys, like a guy infomercial. It's pretty cool. I got to update my my merch store, but check that out. And then the next game is going to be against the Dark Angels. Our boy Kyle, awesome dude, local dude. I grew up with his brother playing the game. But yeah, this is such a fun game. I can't wait to talk about this. This is gonna be game 2 of the 3-game series. Check it out, and if you guys are Patreon, this is up on Patreon first. Appreciate it, good luck, and we'll see you in another video soon. What is up, gents? 40k Dirtbags here. If you guys are interested in joining the Dirtbag Nation over at patreon.com, you get a bunch of perks. What we did in 2024 was we really expanded. I had traveled a ton and I played my ass off in 40k. Right now we're ranked #1 best player in the United States on ITC rankings. We were the #1 Chaos Space Marine player in the world this year in 2024. 2 years ago, we got ranked #1 Grey Knight player in the world, and this year we're probably going to go into Death Guard, hopefully when the new Codex comes out, or Emperor's Children. But you guys, if you guys want that head coach or that coach always in your corner, just to ask questions, bounce ideas off, that's what the competitive Dirtbag and the Dirtbag Nation is all about. If you guys want to support the channel, you head over to patreon.com. You can join the Just a Car tab, which is $5 a month. You guys get access to the Discord Patreon tab. You have to be a patron to get into that Discord, and also I'm always there. All the other coaches are there. Basically, it's just such a good community over on Discord that you guys get specific access to it that only Patreons can get. If you guys want to bump that up, the competitive Dirtbag tier, you guys get to message me or another Grandmaster or another Dirtbag coach over the Dirtbag Nation to add unlimited questions, list ideas, list reviews, and bounce ideas off of. That's what having a coach in your corner is all about. If you guys want to bump up to the Grandmaster tier, that tier you get every perk under the sun. So basically you get access to Discord, you get one-on-one coaching, you get a call once a month if you guys would like to go over any RTTs coming up, any GTs coming up, any list reviews live over Discord chat, and also a special perk that Grandmasters get. If you guys want any video suggestions like we do all the time with these table setups that we just upgraded thanks to the Patreons, you guys get suggestions or battle reports you want to see specifically played live by a coach or myself on the next battle report, or a live battle report coming up on the Patreon. So you guys get obviously first access to all the videos. We post them first on patreon.com, but there's just a ton of benefits to having a professional coach that plays this game all the time at the very, very high competitive level in your corner at all times. And that's really what the Dirtbag Nation is all about, getting you guys better at 40K, the basics, and being good in your community. So if you guys want to support the channel, I really appreciate it. Couldn't have done it without you guys in 2024, 2025. I am super stoked for, super excited for. We really want to get a bigger studio going. That is going to be my focus in 2025, is really growing the community on YouTube and Patreon specifically. So thank you so much for 2024, all my Patreons. If you guys are interested in joining and want that coach in your corner, head over to patreon.com and support the channel. Appreciate it.